Welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today is to explore a pretty fascinating collision.
Yeah, collision is definitely the right word.
Right, a collision of high-tech filmmaking, surprising demographic shifts, and global faith trends. We are looking at a massive transformation in global media to help you, the curious learner, stay ahead of the curve.
And it's a transformation that, honestly, most mainstream analysts totally missed.
Exactly. So, okay, let's unpack this. We are currently seeing a data-backed, well, they're calling it a quiet revival, occurring right now in historically secular markets.
Which is completely defying standard industry expectations. I mean, you don't typically expect ancient texts to outpace contemporary trends.
No, you really don't. I was looking through the sources you brought in, and the numbers, they really threw me, like those stats about the UK Bible sales.
Oh, right. They surged 134% in 2025 to hit 6.3 million pounds.
Which is wild. But the demographic shifts are even more striking. Church attendance among 18 to 24-year-olds in England and Wales literally quadrupled from 4% to 16% in just 6 years.
And over in the US, sales also hit a 21-year high.
Wait, I need to stop you there. If Generation Z is famous for rejecting traditional institutions, why are they flocking to something as ancient as church? Aren't those two things fundamentally at odds?
Well, what's fascinating here is what that search for meaning actually looks like in practice. This isn't a return to rigid mega-church structures.
That's something different.
Yeah, researchers are finding that Gen Z is exhausted by performative religion and polished social media aesthetics. They are craving authenticity, presence, and genuine moral grounding in a highly fragmented digital world.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. The entertainment industry is catching on, and Christian cinema is entirely ditching that old cheesy sermon on screen trope to meet that demand.
Oh, absolutely. They're moving toward massive blockbuster ambitions.
Right. Take Mel Gibson's upcoming 2027 epic, The Resurrection of the Christ. The sources say it has a budget of over $100 million and is being co-written as an otherworldly acid trip exploring the harrowing of hell.
Which is definitely not the Sunday school felt board story we grew up with.
Definitely not.
For those unfamiliar, the harrowing of hell is the ancient theological concept of Christ descending into the underworld between the crucifixion and resurrection. It is intense, dark, and highly cinematic.
And on the flip side of that tone, there is also a massive world-class animated musical called David rolling out globally. But making projects of that scale used to require massive studio backing. How is a niche, independent market pulling this off?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this cinematic boom is intimately tied to new technology. Independent creators are utilizing LED wall virtual production.
Like the massive screens from those sci-fi shows.
Exactly. Think of the massive wraparound digital screens they used to film The Mandalorian. It lets indie studios film epic biblical deserts from a soundstage in Atlanta without the massive location costs.
So they are bypassing the old gatekeepers entirely. And I read they're also using AI predictive forecasting to project box office returns with 98% accuracy.
Yeah, it creates a completely leveled playing field. Global AI dubbing is radically accelerating their reach, too.
It's wild to think the tech greenlighting these films is the same tech translating them.
Right. Because of these rapid digital translations, 99% of the world now has access to scripture.
With translation work left in only 544 languages globally. That is staggering.
It really is.
So when you put it all together, you've got Gen Z driving the demand and cutting-edge virtual tech supplying it. Why should you, our listener, care about all this? Well, even if you don't follow faith-based media, this proves exactly how hyper-niche markets are successfully utilizing grassroots funding and cutting-edge tech.
They are writing a new playbook that mainstream Hollywood might have to copy.
Exactly.
This raises an important question, though. According to the 2026 Barna data in our sources, despite these record sales and soaring box office numbers, only 4% of American adults actually possess what the research defines as an integrated biblical worldview.
Right, meaning they actually internalize the concepts to the point where it dictates their daily life choices and habits.
Exactly. So there is a massive gap between consuming the media and actually living it out. People are buying the movie tickets and the books, but that deeper integration just isn't there yet for the vast majority of the audience.
And it highlights the primary challenge for this industry moving forward.
Figuring out how to move viewers from mere content consumers to integrated participants.
And that leads us to a final thought for you to chew on as we wrap up. As the industry tries to bridge that integration gap, they're looking toward the 2030s.
With some pretty ambitious ideas.
Yeah, future plans include introducing emotional AI companions, Think of an algorithm that actively tracks your personal spiritual milestones and prays with you alongside fully immersive virtual reality metaverse churches.
It's a whole new frontier.
It really is. As faith becomes increasingly customized and screen-mediated specifically for you, it leaves us with this question to explore on your own. Can a digital algorithm ever truly replicate the authenticity of human connection?